शालिमार स्टेशनला पोचून आम्ही ऑनलाईन गाड्या बुक करायचा प्रयत्न केला, पण ऑनलाईन तर बुक होत नव्हत्या, म्हणून आम्ही लोकल गाड्यांकडे वळलो. कितना लेंगे बताइए?
800 रुपया बोले तो पार्किंग टोल हम लोग का सर.
कौन सा पार्किंग?
यहाँ 70 रुपया पार्किंग लगता है, हुगली ब्रिज का टोल.
अभी हावड़ा होके जाना
अभी हावड़ा होके जाना होगा सर, हुगली ब्रिज बंद.
हाँ पता है, हावड़ा होके जाना पड़ेगा, बीच में का ब्रिज बंद है, वो देख लिया हम लोग ने. ठीक है, बताता हूँ, रुको. कंफर्टेबल बैठेंगे. एट लास्ट कैब हो गया एंड वी आर गोइंग टू इस्कॉन कोलकाता. बसा. अच्छा नहीं सबको रोक दिया है. ओह नाइस, एटलीस्ट ये तो पकड़ गए. पुलिस 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 इनकी कुछ रैली है शायद पीछे, लेकिन निंजा क्यों थी इतनी सारी. तर असं आम्ही पोचलो कोलकाता इस्कॉन मंदिर. इथे अंघोळ आणि प्रसाद ग्रहण करून पुढे आम्ही गेलो भक्तिवेदांत रिसर्च सेंटरला.
Because now we are working on the website Bhakti Bhavan and Bhaktivinoda Thakura.
So to make Kolkata important dham for Iskcon devotees, Prabhu's hand
No,
is very
no,
important
nothing like
because Bhakti Bhavan, Bhaktivinoda and all the research that we are going to see when we come back. So you'll see big DRC, details that
But
what.
the first research which came to me, that was Ultadanga. So I still remembered that it was an old broken building, and I was taken there and I was asked that the research work should be conducted. So that's my life's first research work started with Ultadanga. So it's a very, you have to know, as Maharaj always says, that earlier people would come to Kolkata, they would take the flight, come down to Kolkata and go to Mayapur. And now since we have this important place, first Kolkata and now Bhakti Bhavan, Maharaj says that this is a very important place. For Ultadanga, when I was interviewing Maharaj, I remember he said, he used this word which is very special to me. He said that the seed of Iskcon was sown into the heart of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada at Ultadanga Junction when he first came to see his spiritual master in 1922. So Maharaj says that it is just, we should not see this as a building. So this time when we were talking about building, Maharaj mentioned this, that we should not see this as a building, but this is such an important place. This is such an important place for all of us that when we go inside, we should have the feeling that Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakura, along with his associates, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, with his entire family, was residing in this building. This is just not an ordinary building, but from here where all the revolution has started. So if you see Bhakti Bhavan, the house of Bhaktivinoda Thakura, from where he started his entire Namhatta programs, his preaching, his worship of deities, everything. And same for Ultadanga, if you see, when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, after taking sannyas, moved to Bhaktivinoda, he started his mission from there, and that's the longest period he stayed there, 12 years at Ultadanga Bhaktivinoda, and from there his preaching victorious, and where he met so many great people, Haraprasad Shastri, then Madan Mohan Malviya, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So those two places Maharaj says are very important, and along with that the birthplace. Maharaj says, so now Kolkata is not less than a holy dham, because here our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada took birth, and also Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur left this world from Kolkata. So this is a very, very important place. So this is most worshipable place for us now. So when you go, you will actually feel the presence, the way it has, under the guidance of Maharaj, how it has been restored and the work has been done, that every wall speaks. When you touch the wall, you can feel that this wall, they were the witness. What all happened, actually they are the witness, because those bricks are still there at Ultadanga and also Bhakti Bhavan. So as you can see, so I just want to give you first an introduction of BRC, the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre. It was founded in 2008 by Harisori Prabhu. So in one of the conversation with Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in Bombay with Giriraj Maharaj and other devotees, he expressed that he wanted to have a Vedic library where students can come, and that library or the research institute should get affiliated with universities and colleges with different states, so that devotees can get PhD and MA program they can do. That was his main desire. So Harisori Prabhu was there in Bombay Juhu temple when this discussion was happening, because he was served as the personal secretary. So then with that idea, he opened a place here in Kolkata, in the heart of Kolkata, as the Bhaktivedanta Research Centre, where he started collecting books. So we have over 30,000 books on Vaishnavism, Jainism, Buddhism, Indology, cosmology, and on various other subjects of Hinduism. And when he started, it was all these new books which you can see on the shelves. So a big collection of a library, that what we have today, that is the personal library collection of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So after the split of Gaudiya Math, it was there with Sundarananda Vidya Vinod, who was the personal secretary of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was keeping it until the time he was alive. He didn't give to anyone. But when he left his body, and his son was also very advanced and wanted to give this collection to someone who would value and take care of all this. So it was contracted with the Oxford Centre of Hindu Studies that this library will go there in England. So somehow, by the will of Krishna, it was stopped because many scholars intervened and they thought that it should go to Oxford, the scholars will be benefited. But somehow his mind got changed by a visiting of one Sadhu, Bodhayan Maharaj from Gaudiya Math. So he visited, and his son felt that I can give this library to him instead of going this to Oxford. So that library was given to him. So now Bodhayan Maharaj brought that entire library to Mayapur, keeping that in his ashram at Gopinath Gaudiya Math. But for some time he was unable to understand how he will do the preservation and everything of these precious books, which has been personally handled by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So then he came in contact with Harisauri Prabhu, and he heard that Harisauri Prabhu has set up a place here with a new library. So then he made Harisauri Prabhu went there, they had a meeting, and then the entire library was given to Bhaktivedanta Research Centre. Even though he is the custodian, but it's under the care of Bhaktivedanta Centre since the last 18 years now. So all those books you will get to see personally used, touched, and personally written by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So when that collection came, if you have seen the pictures, Maharaj, there is one picture, Maharaj first came in 2009, and all those, when those boxes came, we didn't open. So Maharaj came personally, opened, and he was going through each book. And I have seen Maharaj is so enthusiastic about books and research and things. It gives me something to share with you. When we did the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's centennial celebration in Mayapur TOVP, we had an inauguration of his exhibit about his life from his appearance to disappearance on 3,000 square feet area. Everybody came, saw, roamed around, went, and one person who was there for 2.5 hours, that was Maharaj. He gone through each panel. There were around more than 50 panels that were set up. See, nobody will have that much of patience to go through such panel. I was seeing, even I was busy talking to people, Maharaj was going through each panel, and he was standing, then going down, sitting to read what was on the below each panel. And when he completed, then he left. And when he left, there was no one actually. So that was his dedication. You also feel inspiration to do such research or readings when you have somebody like who is so enthusiastic and gives you the strength to do. Bhaktivedanta Swami, he is writing from Bury Place, London in 1971 to Lalita Prasad Thakur. So this is the youngest son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Lalita Prasad Thakur. So he is writing a letter to him, updating from West about the preaching activities he is doing. So if you see, that's it, because he wrote this in Bengali. So this is his Bengali signature, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami. This is another letter. This is in English, which he wrote to Lalita Prasad Thakur from 3C Albert Road. And if you see the etiquette of Vaishnav, he's writing, "My dear uncle Prabhupada Lalita Prasad Thakur." So that he is writing also from Calcutta. So this is another letter of Lalita, he is writing to Lalita Prasad Thakur from Red Park, Moscow in 1971. So he is talking about in West, how is the society, Vedic conception of communism, knowledge derived from authoritative principle, tradition, scientific classless society. And I just have come back. I took one special thing out this time. I also showed to Maharaj. So this is the original harmonist from the library of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So this is the Vyasa Puja homage by Abhacharan Das from 1935.
1935.
So this you know.
Almost.
So apart from that, he wrote
Vyasa
another
Puja,
article. See, this is Sri Vyasa Puja homage.
लास्ट व्यास पूजा लेगा ना उनका.
And that time he was staying in Bombay. Abhay Charan Das for members Sri Gauriya Math, Bombay. So apart from that poem, he also wrote an article for Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And that's the letter you see, that's the letter written by the sannyas guru of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, cosmology and many other subjects. So he formed this research institute by putting president himself and other devotees into different designations as a secretary, curator, members.
This is functional, Prabhu?
No, they stopped because it has now been taken by government. So they have opened a school. The name they have still kept Thakur Bhaktivedanta Research Institute, but it's not functional. But it was his desire that it should be a research institute.
So they have some books and all, like precious.
It's a school now, like up to class 12, government school. So students go study. But that was his idea. That's why he named it Thakur Bhaktivedanta Research Institute, because in one of the articles he said that after passing out 10 and 12 classes, he wanted devotees to get into research, into theology, into philosophy. It didn't happen. This is an envelope of Sri Gauriya Math of 1 Ultalingi Junction Road, Bhaktivinoda. This is the Bengali handwritten letter of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, which was written from Ultadanga in 1927, and this is with his signature, Nitya Ashirvad Sri Siddhanta Saraswati. So here he speaks about ethics and religion. Some he has written in English and some in Bengali. So this is his handwriting. And this is the original copy of the book, Vaishnavism Real and Apparent, the first English book which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur published from Ultadanga in 1926. And then he has sent this book to several universities in the West. So if you see, you will get to see the names. University of Michigan, University of Chicago, University of Illinois. So to all these places in 1926, he personally sent this book. And these are all the Puranas. So from here starts the rare collection of our library. So here what you see, this is Nadia Prakash. So here you will, these used to be the daily newspaper from Mayapur which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would publish. Every day from Mayapur he would publish and it would circulate all around Nadia. So 8 pages of newspaper every day. The first page with all the world news, and then with all the spiritual articles like where he is going, what is happening at Gauriya Math, who came to meet, and then the publications, and then with all the other advertisements. So 8 pages.
World news also.
Yes, see the first. See, this one is like Subhash Chandra Bose has been given some punishment.
Oh.
So many interesting news, about Gandhiji, Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, because these are all from 1927. So it started in 1927 until 1947. 20 years of newspaper we have here, 40,000 images and 5,000 issues. So 8 pages of newspaper, and when it came, it was like very different condition. You will get to see how it came here, and then each page has been digitized, deacidified, and the Japanese tissue has been put so that it can sustain for another 100 years. So all these have been preserved and nicely kept for you all to come and see and experience. And this is Gauriya. This used to be the weekly journal from Calcutta Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would publish. So whatever happening in Calcutta, he would extensively report every week. So this was daily, this was weekly.
पुढच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण पाहणार आहोत श्रीला प्रभुपाद यांचं जन्मस्थळ, राधाराणीचं वेगळंच रूप असलेलं मंदिर आणि मेट्रोमध्ये कीर्तन. त्यासोबत आपण व्हिक्टोरिया मेमोरियललाही व्हिजिट करणार आहोत. तर हा व्हिडिओ बघायला विसरू नका आणि आत्ताचा व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर लाईक करा.